Hi everyone, this is Sly with a Shadow Temple Master Quest routing tutorial. So first things first, we're going to get across this gap. And then here I like to pull a bomb and drop it to blow up a wall here. If you need a bomb refill, it's right there. If you need a magic refill, it's right there. So you're intended to shoot these torches with fire arrows. Dins won't reach in order to spawn a platform here. But in Rando, if you already have hover boots, you can cross this gap no problem. So here, once again, if you don't have hover boots, you can actually avoid falling here if the floor drops out by side hopping from the edge of that platform. And then you just try again. And that one worked. So now we'll head across. And just like in vanilla, you can pull a bomb here to blow up this wall. And at this point, if you don't have bow, you want to head right. But I'm heading left because I do have bow. There's a pretty complex explanation for why you might want to do that. And I have a full video explaining it that I'll include in the description. So I'm going to collect the magic after killing these Gibdos, because Farore's Wind will make this part of the dungeon a lot faster. So let's see, let's get regular bow, Farore's Wind. And I'll set Farore's Wind here. And this is to avoid having to climb out of the next room, which I will be showing soon. So the spinning blade room is very similar to vanilla, except there are extra skulls blocking some of the silver rupees. And you need to kill all the skulls in order to open the door out of here. So I'll show killing all the skulls. But because I have Farore's Wind, obviously I don't need to open the door to get out of here. This is just what you would do if you don't have Farore's Wind. You want to kill this guy. And then collect this chest here. Oop. Blocked my way. And then here you want to Z-target the corner, and then it's just a side hop and a backwalk to open this chest. And now if you don't have Farore's Wind, you would have to climb out of here and head out the door. But because I have Farore's Wind, I can just head all the way back up here. So it's really fast. And actually, I'm going to set it again. Because at this point, we're going to head to the 2 checks in the dead hand area of the temple. Because these are key locked, we couldn't head to them earlier. And these checks are logically locked behind all of the keys. You definitely want to save now, because it's possible that Bongo will have your last key. So if you don't find anything like a boss key or any other useful items back here, then you want to get that key back. So here we're going to Z-target back up a little. Jump slash this guy. His friends will swarm around him, so you can line up a jump slash on all of them. And there are a ton of magic refills here, which is super nice. These pots here will have hearts, which I will collect. I think this dungeon is pretty difficult. And I don't want to die to any stealth jump slashes in this tutorial video. Okay, so in this next room with bow, we can shoot open an eye switch. You can actually skip that, as I explained, if you don't have bow. And I explained that in a video that I mentioned. I'll be putting in the description. Alright, let's get this guy in a good position. And then finish him off. He drops magic if you need it. And there was a boss key here, so I will not be resetting to save scum the small key. And we can use Ferore's Wind to just head back down here really quickly. So here there's no skulls that drop from the ceiling, so you can just backwalk, which is pretty nice. We'll side up here, then roll past these guys, and immediately roll left here, and hopefully avoid getting hit by that guy. So in this next area, you technically need a fire source to continue down to the right. By shooting the switch with fire arrows or hitting it with dins. But you can bypass that with or without hover boots, and I'll be showing how to do that. So in an actual suit, I would never bother to shoot that eye switch because it's just slow. You could do 2 side hops here, pick up that silver rupee really quickly. Now here, you need Song of Time to get this last silver rupee. It's if you don't have Song of Time, it is actually possible to lure the like over here and have it shoot you into the silver rupee. So that is an option if you need it. And with Longshot, I'm just going to stun this guy real quick. Because you don't kill him in Master Quest, or you don't need to kill him in Master Quest, he can just like block this door as you're trying to leave it, so stunning him makes it less likely for him to do that. And here I'm going to equip Nuts because it is super important to stun these BMOs. And I'll equip Lens too to show some stuff. It's super important to stun these BMOs so they don't knock you off while you're doing this trick. So you can land on this triangle right here with or without hover boots, and you'll avoid falling. And that allows you to skip the fire source requirement, as I mentioned earlier. So here is the first Longshot locked check in the dungeon. So you need Longshot in order to hit this switch. You want to shoot it on the right side because it will knock you left and prevent you from picking up the silver rupees. Even though that's the first Longshot required check, you don't logically need Longshot to complete the dungeon necessarily. Depending where all the items are, all the keys. So this room is exactly the same as vanilla. So we've got the 3 checks and a skull in here. And we do the trick to backflip onto the falling spikes, which avoids you having to pull the block in this room. And after this check, I am gonna pick up the hearts here once again, so I don't die to some Stalfos. So in this next part of the dungeon, the moving invisible platform is actually moved compared to vanilla, so that it's touching this first platform. So you just want to head diagonally here, and you'll be able to walk onto this platform. It shouldn't be too difficult to do. You just want to make sure you're heading left when you leave that platform. Also, it is hard hovers locked here in order to reach this door. Otherwise, you need to do like a mega flip from the moving platform, which is not a lot of fun. And isn't allowed in the standard rule set. So there are a ton of rupees in this room. I'm just going to show one possible path for doing it with Longshot. So it's pretty fast with Longshot. Here you can collect this rupee with or without hovers. You need to jump slash in order to get it without the hovers though. Let's grab that. And just one more rupee left. And we'll get the check in here. So in this next room, the pot room, you have to fight 2 Stalfos. So you can jump slash here and hit him as he's falling. Awesome. Well, this fight went a lot better last time I ran this. Cool. Then one more Stalfos coming. Let's hope it doesn't kill me. Alright, and then there is a chest here. If that top Stalfos does fall down, it is fastest to Longshot back up to this chest from standing near the entrance to the room, compared to climbing back up. And it works with small chests too. So in this next room, in vanilla, normally you would shoot the invisible target up there. However, you can't do that because the clear platforms are blocking it. With Longshot, you can just shoot this one from that room entrance. But if you only have hookshot, you do have to essentially stand right under this one in order to hit it. And from here, you can either hovers over here or jump and then do a jump slash. A regular jump won't cut it. In this room, we'll do the trick to face the cameras this way to avoid. Nah. All right. Well, I guess I'll explain it again. So entering this room, you can face this direction to avoid loading some fans, which allows you to get to through the room much quicker. I'm gonna get hit here. Wow, I messed it up again. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's lock it in with attempt number 3. Cool, good start. And we made it this time. Alright, so in this next room, you want to target the skull on the wall, right side hop, and then jump slash. And that will allow you to hit this guy immediately. And you don't have to worry about the other redeads. But there is a chest right here. Just like in vanilla. Alright, I'm going to want bow and shoes for this next room. And hopefully I'll be picking up some health. So this room is very similar to vanilla, except there is an additional Skulltula in here. Oh man, let it hit me. Oh no. Alright. Well, my Z target went away. Wow. Let's try this again. Alright, so as I mentioned, there's a skull in here. You can just slash it right through there. And it appears on top of the red mark there. So in this room, just like in vanilla, you can pull the block and put it in that position. You can also shoot this ladder, or you can do the trick to grab the wheel here. Normally coming up here is super useless. There's just some heart refills there. I'm going to want them because I sucked at the last room. Let's see if this guy will drop a bunch of hearts if I don't pick up some. Nope. Okay. Lots of lag there. Okay. So now we play ZL just as normal. Alright, here we have two Stalfos to fight just like in vanilla. And you can walk over to the edge here to make sure the second one doesn't spawn, just like in vanilla. Let's get my map back on. There we go. So in this next room, you need to knock down the statue and cross the gap first before you do anything else. So it's not worth like staying on the boat or anything like that. You just want to jump down here and shoot these bomb flowers. It's worth noting you can hit these bomb flowers with a chew, just like in vanilla, except they're moved. So you need to be a little bit closer to the gap than normal for it to work. The skull that's right here is actually in logic with just hookshot, because you can stand on the edge and hit this guy. So something to keep in mind. If you're playing with Skull Sanity, you want to come in this room first, I think, in order to check the skull in here, in case it's a small key, because that'll save you time. Yeah. Here the intended strat is to play Song of Time. However, there is a bow extension you can do through the Song of Time block if you have bow, which I would do every single time because it's faster. And now you need to long shot up here. It is possible to hook shot up here with essentially a pixel shot. So it's a pretty hard trick, but it is possible to make it through this dungeon with only hookshot, as long as that earlier long shot check doesn't have your boss key or something like that. So here, the other reason I went through that door is because there is a trick you can do here. So you hover, side hop, jump slash at the end, and you can make it over here. You can also do a backwalk backflip in order to make it over here, but that is frame perfect. And if I do fall there, then I'll just reload in the room over there, or at the door over there, and I'll just walk across the statue. It's only worth trying once, I think. So in here, you can do the rooms in any order. I'm just going this way because I know that the seat I rolled has the small key over here. So in this room, you're supposed to put on lens, and in order to find the what's it called? The dead hand in here. However, you can use Dins to blow up these bombs and usually hit him. It almost works for me every time, except sometimes he just hides super well, and there's like nothing you could do about it. Also, all the bomb flowers in this room makes it so much harder to hit him a second time, because you can target them by accident. But yeah, with lens, you can end up just dropping a bomb onto the dead hand shadow, or blowing up one of these guys on top of the shadow to make him spawn. And Dins doesn't work every time, as I mentioned, so something to keep in mind. I've walked in there before and couldn't find him at all. So in this next room, there's just our freestanding vanilla. In Vanilla Master Quest is the key. And now with all our keys, we can head into this room. We're lucky that we didn't have to fight Bongo for our last key. And in this room, you want to step forward before using Dins, because it'll kill all the invisible skulls in this room. And actually, coming to the left chest first is faster, because there are dying skulls on the guarding the right chest that their collision stops you from opening the chest immediately. And so now all we have is that skull in the room before the boss to collect to finish this dungeon. If you have Longshot, you can just Longshot the target from this door. You want to hit the right face so that you don't fall into the pit. Otherwise, you have to walk across the statue again. And, oh, I have lens, so I'll show it. But in this room, you do need to come over here and stand on this portion right here in order to hit the skull. Or miss it a bunch of times. And so that's the last item in this dungeon. You should have boss key now, and let's take a look at the final screen. So yep, we got all the skulls and all the chests. So that is Master Quest Shadow Temple. Thanks for watching.